Hey guys, and welcome back to News to Astonish, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. We got the new Spider-Man No Way Home official teaser trailer that just dropped last night. It was super exciting. If you guys were able to catch the little small live stream that I did last night, it was only 15 minutes long. I was able to actually react to the trailer as Sony Pictures dropped the official teaser trailer last night live. So it was intense, it was insane, and it's crazy. So the trailer opens up with MJ and Peter talking about how people assume that Peter Parker has the powers of like a spider and they can hypnotize women, and then they're swinging around. We hear J. Jonah Jameson talking about how Peter Parker is Spider-Man, totally being doxxed out in public, everybody knows, and Peter's walking through crowds in the city where some people are just against him and some are for him. And we got the NYPD surrounding him with MJ on the bridge. They're trying to detain Peter Parker, and you know, everybody in school is just like looking at him, taking pictures of him, just staring him down, until suddenly Peter has an idea to go see Doctor Strange. Basically, because of the Halloween decorations that he saw, what I assume to be Feast, he approaches Doctor Strange. Now, Doctor Strange at this point looks like he could be at his prime at this point. He's very powerful from what it looks like. Doctor Strange is in his civvies, wearing sweatpants and a jacket. We see here Peter Parker in a lunchroom, what apparently appears to be him running away from Electro, or maybe done fighting Electro or something, or maybe trying to hide. We have Wong, who seems to be the person of reason, telling Doctor Strange not to cast a spell, and Doctor Strange is like, don't worry, I won't. What's interesting is that Wong has a pack of bags and he appears to be taking off. Now, I would assume that this movie aligns with Shang-Chi and Legend of the Ten Rings, and we know that Wong's going to be making an appearance when he fights the Abomination in that cage. So anyways, Peter Parker and Doctor Strange are down in a basement. Doctor Strange is casting a spell to make sure that the world forgets that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, and Spider-Man indirectly, you know, ruins the spell by basically talking and distracting Doctor Strange. Now, Spider-Man in the comics has oftentimes tried to get his identity wiped off from the memories of everybody in the public, including a lot of people that were close to him. Now, this part of the trailer where he's asking Doctor Strange to wipe the memories, kind of reminiscent of like the Spider-Man One More Day comic, which is actually infamous for being one of the most hated storylines of all times in comic books. And we've even seen Spider-Man reveal his identity deliberately in the comics during Civil War, which was reversed. This is actually kind of paying homage to that, I guess you can say. Some elements are being borrowed from those comics, which I'm kind of glad, but hopefully it's done a lot better. We see Peter Parker from what appears to be him actually escaping or trying to run away from Doctor Strange in like a mind-bending reality moment, I guess, especially with this train sequence here. The reason why I say that is because we see here Peter Parker has some sort of cube, and it's rumored to be that maybe this cube is like a prison where it's housing a lot of the well-known rogues gallery of Spider-Man who were killed in past Spider-Man movies like Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3, and of course the Amazing Spider-Man movies as well. We also see a clip of the pumpkin bombs. Now that had me freaking out, because as I heard that cackling of the Green Goblin, and of course the pumpkin bombs just dropping by, I literally just screamed and I cheered with excitement. I was freaking out when that happened. And I'm like, okay, so Green Goblin is confirmed. And supposedly, and there's been some leaks, supposedly Willem Dafoe is returning, of course, with a new costume. And then lastly, it ends with a tentacle coming out of the ground, you know, slamming onto the road. And we cut to basically Doc Ock saying, hello, Peter. Now, a lot of people are also speculating that maybe Doc Ock is not talking to Tom Holland's Peter Parker, because Doc Ock, how would he know who Peter Parker is in this universe? And yeah, you can say, well, the universes have aligned, and everything that every other character from alternate universes now know that Tom Holland's version is the Peter Parker of that universe. While others can argue, well, he's probably talking to Tobey Maguire, but we just don't see him in this scene. And this is probably a misdirect, and Marvel Studios is well known for doing this, and so is Sony Pictures. They tend to do misdirects with their audience until the audience actually goes sees the movie. It all makes sense when it all comes together. So this is really exciting. Perhaps the best moment of that trailer was the Doc Ock reveal. At the same time, it wasn't a surprise, but of course, at the same time, I still felt excited and surprised as well, even though Alfred Molina did spill the beans like months ago that he's going to be appearing in the film, and they've de-aged him for the role to make him appear as if he was coming right out of the year of 2004, where he was like practically in his late 40s. Now he's around 63 years old, so of course they had to de-age him to make him look the same exact way he did back in the day. So, and then Peter puts on his Iron Spider suit. We did not see the actual full integrated suit like we did see in like the toys and the marketing that, you know, Sony and Marvel is putting out with like the suits and the shirts and stuff and the merchandise. But we're hoping to see it probably in an official trailer number 1 or official trailer number 2, perhaps. And yeah, that's pretty much it. As far as what that creature was that was swiping at Peter, that caught Peter by surprise and just had him like flinch for a second. Now, people are saying that that's probably like Venom or even perhaps the Lizard. I'm leaning towards the Lizard, or it could be some sort of creature or phantom or something as a result of like this whole multiverse shift where a lot of dimensions and different parts of the multiverses are aligning together. That's why we see a lot of these villains appear. And I forgot to mention Electro. We don't see actually Electro make an appearance on the screen, but we do see a lot of electrical storms happening, which is an indicator that Peter is in battle with Electro. And that's why I even have like these clips so you can actually take a closer look. If you look carefully in that image, you see Peter Parker in his black and gold suit, as what's called in like the marketing and the toys that you saw online that leaked. He's fighting Electro, and we would assume that that suit is built to battle against someone who has electrical powers of sorts. So yeah, that's pretty much my breakdown. It's quite a long trailer for an actual teaser. It's actually cutting in around 3 minutes long. So we definitely got a lot of information, but there's still a lot of information left out at the same exact time. And before I end it there, that part where Peter is getting interrogated, now a lot of people would argue that's probably Matt Murdock. I don't think that's him in the scene that you saw in that trailer, even though they do happen to both sport like a white long sleeve shirt and a tie when they're in court or they're in an interrogation room. I don't think that was actually him, although I still have my hopes that he may be making an appearance where he walks into the interrogation room and tells Peter Parker, stop talking, I am your attorney, I'll be representing you. Kind of similar how basically Matt Murdock walks in on Jessica Jones and tells her, Jessica Jones, stop talking, I'm your attorney, I will be representing you. So we hope to get a scene like that in this movie. If that happens, that'll be freaking awesome. This movie's going to be filled with amazing cameos, returning actors returning to their respective roles, and it's just going to be a good time, and I cannot wait to see this movie coming this December 17th. Hopefully it doesn't get delayed, fingers crossed. And that's pretty much it for my breakdown, guys. What did you think of it? Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on bell notifications so you all don't miss anything. As always, I will see you all in the next comic panel.